Sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day. It's a new life for me, yeah. It's a new dawn, it's a new day. It's a new life for me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on the tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. And I'm feeling.
King and his love is everlasting. Whoa. Selassie will provide. Hey, my conscience is clear. Me not nothing I hide. Rastafari could have been one of the most notorious. I got saved by the King, and His praise is so glorious.
Whoa, guys, that's a copperhead, and I'm standing right beside it. My name's Marcus. I'm your own personal video paparazzi, a stalker, if you may. The guy with the video camera, creepily videoing you from the side of the shore. Well, you guys met your raft guides. You've met me. Now let's meet this beast we call the New River. Oh, yeah. And here we go, folks. This is the beginning of our day, our very first video-worthy whitewater attraction. We call this guy Surprise. You ask me why? Because it starts off as a meager nothing, and it just keeps building. There's the sucker wave, and bam, that is the hit, the surprise. You're gonna come over the first wave and be like, wow, that's big whitewater. Let's do it, kids. That's our first whitewater attraction down in the books. Looking good. Everybody worked all their kinks out in Fire Creek Pool. Thank God, because the whitewater just gets bigger. And here we are, folks. This is our second video-worthy whitewater attraction. It is also our second warm-up to today. We are in a stretch on the New River we call the warm-ups. We call this one Ender Waves. Massive waves, one after another, and a big, huge pour-over on the river left we call Pig Farmers Falls. You don't want to get too much of that, but you definitely want to get some of this. Oh, yeah. glorious Whitewater. We're not through the biggest though. Oh no, that's right up next. Let's get on down to the Kenny Brothers. And here we go, folks. This is the beast of the day, the Kenny Brothers. I'm staring at Upper and Middle Kenny. Upper Kenny starts up there above that well-shaped rock. You're gonna make your way in behind it, and then you gotta contend with Middle Kenny, the bigger of the three Kenny Brothers. That's right, I said three. This one's got massive pour-overs, massive waves, pretty much anything that hydrology has to offer, all smack dab into one whitewatery attraction. And the water doesn't putter out there, it continues on downstream to the horizon line that makes Lower Kenny, and it also putters into a big nasty crack we call the meat grinder. That is no place to be sticking your meat, folks. Stay away from there. I suggest you listen to the raft guide and pedal pretty darn hard. Let's do it to it, wahoo! Kenny's. You guys got to make it through Lower Kenny without me watching. It's all right. I believe in you. Well, we're not quite done with this whitewater and adventure thing. No way. There's more of that stuff downstream. Let's go see what we can get into. And here we are, folks. This is Double Z. You guys are up there at the top. That big old thumb-shaped rock, you gotta make a move in behind it to avoid the pour-over ledge. And then you gotta square up on this massive reactionary. It's big enough to flip your boat. Watch out, because you're not done there. You've got that big undercut we call vultures, and that big undercut, the biggest one known to man, the butcher's block. So maybe paddle real darn hard. Oh yeah. having some serious whitewater butt out here on the New River. We're pretty much done with this here adventuring stuff. We've got one more final whitewater destination, and it happens to be underneath the biggest metal object. And here we are, folks. This is a quarter-mile long whitewater attraction we call Miller's Folly. I don't know if any of you have ever been to a drag race, but a lot can happen in a quarter mile, and most of it happens right at the very beginning. And that is where this one starts, at that big, massive pour-over ledge we call Bonsai. It's about 5-6 feet in, and you're gonna be staring at the sky on the way out. Let's do it, kids. Oh, yeah.
There is no revolution in our hearts anymore. Everybody's fighting for something, but what are we fighting for? When the hour of judgment places its hands on your shoulder, do not step aside until you can stand up tall and speak out loud. Do not ever be satisfied. You've got to stand up and be counted. You've got to stand up for something in this life. You've got to stand up and be counted. You've got to stand up when it comes to a fight. You've got to stand up and be counted. I tip my hat to your alibis. There is no revolution in our minds anymore. Everybody's dying for something in these times of hate and war. When the hour
Bam! Oh, yeah! Kevin getting a little donkey punch. Everybody staying in the boat. Woo! You getting props from the video boater. Oh, yeah! And this time, folks, I'm serious. We are going on downstream to our final rafting destination. See you there. And here we are, folks, at the New River Gorge Bridge, the biggest metal object in West Virginia. It's 876 feet tall from about the water to the middle of the arch, and about 1,000 feet to where the deck where the cars drive across. About 3,100 feet from that end to that end, or that end to that end, just depending on which way you're going. And every third Saturday in October, a whole bunch of people base jump off of it. That means they use parachutes to go Geronimo. That's what we call Bridge Day. If they forget to pull their chutes, it takes about 8.6 seconds to go splat, which is where our very destination, Fayette Station, a rip-roaring roller coaster, wahoo wonderland of whitewater. Man, that's a tongue twister. This one's gonna rock, guys. Oh, yeah.
waking up to ash and dust. I wipe my brow and I sweat my rust. I'm breathing in the chemicals. I'm breaking in, shaping up, then checking out on the prison bus. This is in the apocalypse. Whoa, I'm waking up. I feel it in my my system flow. Welcome to the new age, to
the snot right out of the New River. We kicked some whitewater butt. At least on video we did. I have no clue how you guys fared off video. You could have just crashed everywhere. Oh man, there's one last look at that New River Gorge Bridge. Oh so darn high in the sky. And there's one last look at this awesome New River scenery that West Virginia has to provide for us. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to give today a whitewater rockin' thumbs up. Yeah, just one last time. Me, Marcus, your video paparazzi, a stalker, that's right. I was behind the scenes getting all that beautiful bean footage. That way we can watch it all together. Maybe even holding hands and singing Kumbaya. That'd be joyful. Oh, yes. I had nothing to do with your well-being, though. Yes, just your comedic relief. That was your raft guide, taking care of all of your whimsical whitewater needs. So take care of them. You get me? And remember, whenever that adventure bug comes a-biting, we know how to hold it down in West Virginia, especially in the woods. We can play pretty hard on and off the river. Check us out on the Gully. That's the first weekend after Labor Day. One of the top 3 whitewater adventures to do in the US of A. Oh man, it is awesome. And let's see. Yes, Bridge Day. That is really cool too. It's sponsored by Red Bull. Most anything sponsored by Red Bull rocks. Okay, worthless words of knowledge. Here they come. Hope you're listening. Don't ever, 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 ever trust the weird guy with the camera. Always be prepared for the zombie apocalypse. But above all, do more whitewater.